It's the Cable
I like Mystical Tutors, pack one, pick one. I think Birds is okay. You could Oracle if you just like, if you just want a trophy so fucking bad. Might take Ponder here. Yeah. Well, I've heard really good things about Guide of Souls. I mean, you'll second pick Guide of Souls. Just fucking abandon the mystical. Hey, Hippo. Ectomaniac says yesterday's stream was wild. They were lurking, so they kept seeing the games changing when they unlurked. Hope they were all enjoyable. Most of them were. Oh, shit. Am I, like, immediately ditching the Guide of Souls now? This is, this pack has me wishing that I'd taken that Ponder Hub. To state the course in bloom. Yeah, Force of Will is better at leaving you not dead. Mana Drain's better at getting you ahead. And I'm going to take the Drain, I guess. Yeah, blue looking oddly open. The Worm there is interesting, in case you get a flash later, because then the Mystical Tutor can find the flash. Yeah, they were all sweet, and they all had their draws to them. I think Voice of Cards was the one that I would, like, not recommend. Everything else was great. Most of them, like Party House and Monster Train felt like games that I could play as, like, warm-ups before I, get into Magic. Or cooldowns at the end of a night. Black Book definitely felt like something you wanted to immerse yourself into, though. It was very atmospheric, you know? Like, the setting was the draw. I think I'm going to draft a Dress Down, I guess. Could take the Marsh Flats. Not quite abandon the Guide of Souls. It's awkward because, like, Mystical Tutor wants you to be spell-based and Guide wants you to be creature-based. So they don't, like, really work. Deceiver Exarch and Splinter Twin in the same pack, eh? We saw Kiki-Jiki going around earlier, too. I wonder if we can just... Oh, that's a Palace Jailer. I'm having a dickens of a time picking a second lane, a second color here. Even the Brain Freeze is tempting, right? With Mystical Tutor to tutor for it. Interesting fact, Dress Down and Displacer Kitten don't work together at all. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would. God damn it. The Tundra next to the Kiki-Jiki. Just, like, not helping me at all with these wheels. It's like, you can still do whatever. Alright. Alright. I guess we're Kiki-Jikiing. I guess. Holy shit, BSP. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't give yourself gout from eating too much fish. Where were you before where you didn't have good food? Alright, are we going to get the latest Splinter Twin wheel of all time here? Hey, stop fluffy face. I think this was the Splinter Twin pack. God damn it. It was a long shot. So this is pack one, pick one. I'd be like pretty excited about these Bowmasters. Black didn't feel especially open to me last pack. I don't really want to add black into this. I guess I'm taking a Treasure Cruise. Pretty middling. I like that Spirit Guide. I'm gonna grab Hull Reacher, I think. Yeah, Fourth and Teferi are both great. Remand's great. We're gonna take the Fable though. That'll help with churning, help with fixing hum. Kind of does everything here. Juices up the treasure cruise. Hey, good afternoon, Glasshouse Life. My pack one pick one mystical tutor is not looking very good here, is it? Ballista, I guess. I could take this bird. People seem to like this bird. I'm never happy casting this thing. It's like, yeah, I've got a 2-mana 1/3, and sometimes it turns into a 3/5, and sometimes it's a 1/3. I feel like blue's like really tight on good spots too. I don't know what it's doing in here. Looking at the Bloodstained Mire and the Hard Evidence, let's take the Mire in case we get a Volk later. Maybe wheel one of those blue cards. That's kind of a late Mox Diamond. I'm into it. The Triumph's technically a fetchable Volk, but it comes to play tapped one. And Mox Diamond's also fixing anyway, Hey, good afternoon, Mio. Any interest in the new Indiana Jones game? Is it like an adventure thing? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is an action and adventure developed by Machine Games, published by Bethesda. No, I haven't seen anything about it. Looks like the reviews are reasonable. $70? 70 goddamn dollars? I'm gonna take this Chain Lightning, Hey, sup, Bellmeister? Yeah, my idea going solid Ace Piece Craft. Just started up. I feel like the deck needs Pyrokinesis more, but it can pitch cast Subtlety easier. Fuck. God, that Ajani's still going around. We have like AC Chrome Coast. Hard Evidence Wheel is expected. White's looking a lot more open than red is. Fuck. Yeah, we'll see how pack 3 goes. You thought this iteration of Cube was phased out? It was planned to be phased out this last week. That's one of the reasons that I took a couple days off. I didn't want to burn out on Cube before the holiday Cube came back. So I took a day off last week, and then I spent a day on variety streaming and a day on standard. And now I'm giving it its send-off before it gets retired. Hey, hello. Pretty necessary Volcanic Island here, Kind of do that Oliphant. Red card to pitch to Pyrokinesis. Another fetch for the Volk. I've liked Metamorph in this cube a lot. This pack has been kind in comparison to the other two packs, but I don't think we're in a good spot. A lot of the cards that we could hypothetically get later have already been seen too. Like Force of Will's gone. Force of Will would just make this deck much, much better, right? I think if we'd known that we were going to get that Ancestor Recall in pack 3, would have taken Force over Mana Drain. But so it goes. Shall we bring the glory? I wish the mana was there to play these good white cards. I'm gonna grab that True Name. I think True Name's helpful. Well, whoever got the Oracle's gonna be happy, with that Demonic Consultation. I've thought about it. I thought about it in pack 1. Thinking about the Colonnade. I think just no, right? Yeah, we're not gonna have that much space anyway. Hey, that's helpful. Now give me a Force Negation. I mean, we got a little something here, I like Feywild if I'm being a bit more aggressive, Skittles. If my opponent's making the initiative, Glorybringer is really good at getting it back, right? But I don't really want to be starting the initiative against a more aggressive deck. Usually when I'm drafting initiative cards, I'm drafting a lot of fast mana, and I'm trying to do it quickly and start that clock quickly. Like the whole deck's being drafted around that, right? Need to be able to cast the Resto, though, Glass House. We already have Pestermine Deceiver here. I don't think it's quite worth the Resto splash. Well, our red count filled out a lot for the Pyrokinesis and Fury. That's helpful. We're gonna have one cut here. I'm gonna grab the Umezawas to pair with True Name. I like the Stowaway a lot, but... And then I guess Dress Down's gonna be a sideboard card. I do like Dress Down with like the burn removal. Makes us care less about stuff like Mother of Runes and what. Very rarely, Jake Torborg draft a deck that I just like want to keep playing after the third match. Usually 3 matches, I'm like, that's the perfect number. I will take my trophy now. On to the next thing. Every once in a while, I'll play a deck that's so fun that it's like, oh man, I just wish I could play this some more. Yeah, I get sick of grinding decks on Arena. Get sick of grinding decks in Constructed. I'm just like, oh man, I gotta do something else. I gotta play a different deck here. I need like a serious tournament to be prepping for or something to make the grind worth it. I saw there was a SCG coming up in January, an SCG con in Atlanta. Flying out to Atlanta sounds fucking miserable. But getting out of Wisconsin for a weekend in January sounds real nice. I'm already traveling a lot in January, though. And I'd have to, like, you know, actually prep for it. Squeeze time in to... If that mono blue deck... So I streamed some mono blue tempo the other day, and I only played a few matches, but it felt, like, really fun. If I test that deck and manage to, like, make the mono red matchup, like, semi-winnable, well, maybe it's worth flying to try and get back on the Pro Tour. It's been a long time since I played a Pro Tour. Not a huge priority, obviously, but it'd be nice. 11 red sources. 13 blue. 12 and 12 it. This is pretty good. We need heavy blue early and a lot of red later. We might want to use the Otawara as a spell land. And does Atlanta have good weather? Yeah. So thank you for letting us know. At least Atlanta's a hub city. Yeah. I think sometimes there's even direct flights from Madison. Usually I would rather bin the Oliphant to get the Valk than like consider to try and hit red mana. I think this hand's a little different because we got the Fury. We want something to pitch to the Fury. So I'm just going to consider here, and we can always bin the Oliphant for a land later. Ooh, maybe I don't even run out the Jace, huh? Kind of a mediocre mana drain, but it's also just like not something that I want to pitch cast a Fury to kill. Maybe playing out the Grim Lavamancer is better than playing the Triumph tapped. Yeah, you got it. And then ideally we hit that red source for the Fury, huh? Opponent just layer in the removal spells. How dare they? How dare they kill my things? This is going to be awkward, but I'm going to pitch the Fury. Awkward because we're like so far away from this Kiki-Jiki. I think it's like very hard for my deck to win without this Kiki-Jiki though. It'd be like hard cast Fury and hope that gets there. And there's like a Glorybringer in here somewhere too. Hey, there we are. So we're going to chill on this Kiki-Jiki. We don't want to expose it to sorcery speed removal. We want to rip the Deceiver. Play out the Deceiver, potentially Kiki-Jiki the same turn, right? If we have one more land in play. Yeah, he would have just eaten a flage to the face. Treasure Cruise would be a good rip around this time. Yeah, we have Treasure Cruise and Recall in the deck. Kind of nice to get some card draw going, That Arena of Glory with Flage is pretty scary. As is them just having a dragon. One card left in hand, I think I'm supposed to fetch here. If they play this with haste, it's 12. Yeah, they just have lethal next turn anyway, so might as well. I mean, I guess they did a card for the Flage to be lethal. One more card in the bin. But the Goldspan by itself isn't lethal. Yeah, I like the fetch. Hard Evidence, perfect. Just what I needed. The perfect card. Look out, this crab has a sword. Cuban, you know it, Pete Day. You fucking know it. That is going to win them the game. Just straight up. All right. Hasty Sibian Spirit Guide. This is what we're dealing with. All right, you win. Our cards did not come together, Trinami Muzawas, Kijiki, Seabear. Nope. 2 draw 3s and a Mystical Tutor to find them. I think they have enough chonkers. I want this Mind Collapse. Yeah, I like to consider with the T-Cruise. I think I'm going to leave it in the Lavamancer here. I could just cut Lavamancer. Could Dress Down be good? No, it'd be impossible. Oh, Hull Breacher. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not being serious, folks. Dress Down could hypothetically be good. I didn't think there's space for it. I kind of dislike it. With True Name in the deck, too. Just a little awkward. Just being a little sassy. Just bringing my sassafras out. You got it, buddy. I'd be interested in this cat's fucking win rate in comparison to Ragavan and Cube. Look at turn 1 cat versus a turn 1 Ragavan. Just making sure that Chain Lightning doesn't finish off the Deceiver post-combat, right? Oh, they got me covered. Alright, well that wasn't so bad. At least we, like, got out a Galvanic Discharge. We got our fucking Turtleback on defense. We got an Oliphant that we're almost about to cast. This Fable's ready to come down, get some nice turn going. This doesn't seem like the worst spot, I give it something haste. A hasty Name Sticker Goblin. Note that if you kill a Name Sticker Goblin with a trigger on the stack, they do not get the ability. So it's very often worth it. Yeah, it's Kind of a card that's worth giving haste to, I suppose. And then just... Oh, they're casting the 4th because they won the Monarchy this turn. I think they could have chosen to put the 4th in hand, but with the Arena of Glory tapped, I understand why they're doing this. Not loving my odds. The opponent needs a point of damage here. Like, we can't even kill the cat token. Bet they wish they had a 4th to cast, huh? This is Parallax Wave again. Caves of Chaos Adventure. That's a lot of trample in that critter. It, like, almost works, you know? I feel like it doesn't quite work. I can put the Umezawas on the Glorybringer, Exert on the Caves, and then have Deceiver Exarch back to block the Carnosaur. I can gain 4 life, go up to 5, and then soak 5 toughness. Deceiver Exarch True Name, and take 3 damage, and go to 2. It's not great, but it's like a line. Yeah, we exert on the trumpeting and use the Umezawas to finish it off. Then True Name and Deceiver can block caves, but then we would die to the cat token. Land here would be useful, huh? If I'd been that Oliphant earlier, I'd have the mana to play the True Name and equip. There's a world where, like, playing the Oliphant here is necessary to soak up trample damage, though, you know? It's a hard thing to predict. Maybe Fable's better than True Name. That'll do her. Well, kind of a good match despite everything. Last day of this cube? No, it's till the 16th, so tomorrow too. It's very possible I will not miss this cube. It's possible I'm good on this one. One's got 2 halves of combos out there. The mana drains face up this way, but I kind of don't care, right? Like, if they play a Thopter Foundry or a Time Vault, we kind of got to be able to counter it. I would assume I'm very highly favored here. Very ahead. I almost want to slam Fury with them ripping off the top. Give them like 1 turn to rip versus Fury just being a fast clock. Yeah, right, Spawn? I'm with you there. Letting people play with the broken cards, but like having them have an actual cost. It's pretty nice. Yet again, no shatter effects in my red deck. How many are in the cube? How many red? There's a Braid, and then there's Fiery Confluence, and Fiery Confluence is dog shit against Time Vault. I don't think Embrith's in. I haven't seen it. Well, that's also a sorcery speed one. I just kind of wonder why Ancient Grudge isn't in the cube. If you're gonna like print Time Vault with like all the enablers in the universe. I saw a bunch of people saying like, "Oh, I'm so glad they have all the answers in this cube with all the combos," and I'm like, this doesn't seem like that many answers. It seems like the normal amount for a vintage cube. Like we got Force of Vigor in, which is coming in and out anyway. I mean, I think this hand's close. I'm gonna mull because I'm a coward, though. Yeah. Jesus. These keeps always backfiring. I feel like this is your first time watching the stream, Hippo. I think half the time I keep a fucking one lander where it's off color. I just like hit on my first turn. I'm like, well, if we hit in the first 3 turns, bam, instantly have it, you know. I think that happens way more often. Oh, for you, yes. Yeah, my apologies, Hippo. A very common question whether I got a Gleamox yet. We metamorphed one the other day. I'm just gonna slam. I think they likely have their own counter. The good news is they probably don't have Time Vault in hand, or they probably would have played a last turn, with the Force Spike to protect it. Versus a 2-mana counter. It's an annoying one to have resolve. Because Mana Train's not very good against sort of the meek. Ooh. That was a nice rip. I was surprised they didn't crack the star, you team. That is annoying. Recall Aim. It's a good card. You ever mana drain your own pitch spell as a ritual? Yeah, me neither. But it'd be cute. In this deck, I could maybe see it to like juice up a Walking Ballista. A plant sex organ. Why would a rock care about a plant sex organ? Very weird tradition. I think the qualifier happens all at once, Nacho. Like one big PTQ. So I don't think you can use multiple bullets. I don't know though. I don't. Apparently those dress downs should have come in, We can't just rest on our laurels. Like the manifold key can let them get in. They can actually make 2 unblockable, right? If they had an untapper for the key, which they don't now, but if they get enough damage, they can just like scoop the board to Thopter Foundry and get into. Think about pitch casting the Fury even, so I can play the Jason, equip the Umezawas this turn, which I don't love, but could do. I mean, Fury with the Umezawas on it would be pretty good. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, Trampoline Tails. I've heard good things about Luck Be a Landlord. Thanks for reaching out. That seems like a turn that I should have Mana Drain up, In with the dress down. Umezawa's has not been good this run, Possible Mind Collapse is better than Pyrokinesis 2. Neither are great. Yeah, I almost chucked this deck before even playing a match. We're just pretty far away from what you need to be doing in this cube. But sometimes you can always draw well and stuff. Hey. Oh my god. That was the worst fucking mana drain of all time, apparently. Sure. Burned like one of my best cards in the matchup, too. Yeah, actually, just counter spell there. Not my best. Wish you what up? Hey, Jazz1, thanks for the 12 months, the full year. Alright. Do they have the time vaults on this fucking turn, Possible Fable's better there. If we dodge Time Vault this turn, then I don't think Time Vault beats us anymore. Even if I don't have lethal next turn, the Deceiver can tap down Manifold Key in response to Time Vault, preventing the infinite. Sick. I kind of want to mull this. 5 lands, I can't trip a Ballista. I got it 3 times today, Morriseth. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Alright, well. Someone said something about an arena qualifier. Is that? Ooh, desktop shaming. Bold choice, Jackaldaman. Bold choice. I was literally moving icons around yesterday because we were sorting the deck builders that we had gone through in my mini learning deck builder marathon. This just seems so quaint in this cube. You have desktop icons off, so then you have to like click through folders to find the things that you need every single day. Sounds great. Sounds like a really useful way to run your computer. I mean, I know a lot of people do that, but I like having the stuff that I need just right fucking there. Your sidebar? Yeah, I keep a lot of stuff on my sideboard too. My browsers, mostly. And the widgets that I use for streaming. Yeah, I've heard about doing that in Salty Rutabaga. Use the command line to launch everything for your setup. I kind of hate that, I feel pressured into playing this, even though like the Kikijiki's not good. I guess I can tap Caracas and then just try and rip a red source here, this turn specifically. It was kind of nice holding up the Otawara, because then if they played a draw 7, you could Otawara bounce the Shieldred in response. I think the Inquisition kind of forces my hand, though, Gotta try to win. Date formats? We're talking date formats? What about the Star Trek date format? Captain's log. God, we hit 2. We fucking hit. That was annoying. The Inquisition plus Toxic. Because we could have beaten either one, right, individually. I mean, actually just, well, there's a Pestermite in here somewhere. I think I'm just going to bounce this thing. Do 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 do. Bone shards. Alright, I lose. Hell yeah, Morriseth. My class would have been a lot better that game. We still would have died to their tar pit, but, you know, it would have been better. The bone charts had me worried about, like, a reanimator plan. I don't think it's quite worth trying to splash Containment Priest. But maybe it is. We'd swap out 2 islands for these. We'd have 3 white sources total. I could maybe play Talisman. The Talismans are pretty bad in this deck. Yeah, this like doesn't really fit the curve, right? Like I'm playing Jason, a true name. The Talisman doesn't. There's like a couple of dragons they could ram me into. The Dragon and the Fury. A couple 5-drops. And the Kiki, right? We got 3 5s. Boop, 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 boop. This is kind of how you want to play a true name in this format, like turn 2 on the play. Cheeky little tempo play. Board's really vulnerable to Toxic now, though. Kiki from the top rope. No, but that's pretty good. The chain lightning's awkward, but it does, like, play around a discard spell, right? I wouldn't do that unless we were repping lethal here. Fair enough. Playing the Kiki beats Caracas, but it plays into Toxic Deluge. I think I'm gonna play it. It lets me beat a removal spell on Pestermite too, because I can make a true name on their in turn, then untap like another true name. Maybe that's bad reasoning. Because it's making 1 true name is already good. Unless they like reanimate Shieldred and gain a bunch of life from the 1-ring draws, right? I don't know. Did they find the Toxic? They did not. They had an assload of cards over there, huh? To game 3 we go. Toxic Deluge means they're done on upkeep. Yeah, if they don't have a way to reanimate the Shieldred, right? It's gonna have been the Oliphant here. Going to them volcanic islands, On second thought, I'll not bend the Oliphant. Be a silly thing to do. Not necessary, because we have this true name here, but I like getting Bargoyf off the board. It lets me attack with my true name, right? The downside is, if they play a Shieldred, I don't really have an answer now, whereas before I could have Fury plus Chain Lightninged it. And we also now only have 1 red source. Kind of seems like they're taking on a counter, huh? I've cast this Pestermite card quite a lot. Quite a lot over the years. Kill that before they can Crocus bounce it, hum. Yeah, exactly. We don't want them to be able to rebuy airtime with Crocus, hum. It is annoying to lose the this card just keeps showing up right on time, hum. And now when I take the Monarch, the Jace will untap as normal. Holy shit, that was a good draw. Yeah, sometimes you just fucking draw well, hum, even if your deck is worse than your opponent's. Yeah, I'll drain that, I guess, huh? And then the Jace flashes back the burn spell for the win. Cool. I did not think I don't think we were gonna fucking 2-1 that. It's pretty down on that deck. It'd be cool if Moto did a year-end recap like Twitch and Spotify. I feel like Arena like tries to, right? They're like, you won this many boosts, you opened this many packs.